happy Sunday and welcome back. So last week we gave you a tour of our beautiful house and told you kind of what the plans were for us renovating it. I totally forgot to mention about the bathroom, and I've had lots of messages saying, what are you going to do about the bathroom? Anyway, it was completely my fault. I forgot to put it in the video. So this room here is going to be our bathroom. Obviously we're going to put a roof on it and all that kind of stuff. Add a toilet and a shower. But this room here is the snug. So you'll kind of come out of the living room and this will be the bathroom. So I hope that makes any sense at all. Anyway, enough of that jibber jabber. Let's go see what we've been up to this week.
Morning.
Morning.
So, plan today is I'm going to get the structural 45 supports done on the barn. So we were going to put reclaimed tiles on there, but we just cannot find enough of the same tile, and different batches from different people in lots of reclaimed, they just won't fit. And we need to get this barn dry so that we can put everything from the house in there and then we can get on with the house. So we've decided we're going to go for an insulated metal roof in a really lovely green colour. So we've ordered that and it's on the way. It's going to be about 2-3 weeks. So I need to get it all structurally sound and ready. So just pop it on.
Yeah, perfect.
But first, should we go down and check out the bees?
Yes.
Let's go.
We're going to the river to go see the beehive because they're making honey.
Are they? Do you
Yeah.
think the bees have moved in?
Yeah.
We go see.
Yeah.
What do we reckon then?
There's definitely activity. I don't know if there's a queen in there or whether they're just stealing honey or making a plan of what they're going to do, but there's a good, I'd say 50 coming in and out.
I'm going to go a little bit closer.
So exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can zoom in. So we put this hive out on Friday and it's now Tuesday.
The plan today is I'm going to put some 45 structural timbers in. So from our post here, I'm going to have 145 up to this horizontal member here, 145 from the post up to the wall plate this side, and the same on the opposite side here. And then on the A-frame, I'm going to put a 45 from the rafter part down 90 degrees onto the horizontal part. So that should stop all movement each way. And then, as we've decided to do a metal roof, I'm going to put battens on top of these now that will carry the weight of the flat roof, the sort of flat panels that will sit on like that. And that'll give them something to screw to. So it's like a purlin, but on top of these A-frames. And then I'm going to put some 45s between the A-frames to stop any racking. So then it'll all be nice and sturdy, ready for the roof to just be laid on and screwed into place. So let's get on with it. Right, now we've got the chop saw, or mitre saw, all set up. We're going to set it to 45 degrees. And that way, that will give us exactly 45 degrees on each one. So 45 is in here. And we clink this together, spin it round so it gets to the right point, and then it should click, and then we should be ready. We get our bit of wood back in, ready to cut, and then we'll cut the 45 like that. And it should be perfect to sit between the post there and the cross member there. Right, I've cut my timber, I've got my 45-degree angle on here, and I've marked down 400 millimeters from the bottom of the horizontal on the post everywhere. So that's where the 45 should sit, roughly there. And if I clamp that clamp that. There we go. I'll get that roughly lined up with that mark, pencil mark there, and then clamp it up. I can just double check the measurement, which is perfect. So that's now sitting flat on here, and that'll give me exactly where that should land on there, and I can see how flush that sits. I'll show you. We can just see how flush that 45 sits on there. It's not too bad. You can see a little bit of daylight through there, look where it's touching. So what I need to do is mark where it is, down there, the bottom, and then down the other side, like that. And then I need to take that piece of wood off, and I've got a special blade on my angle grinder that will just flatten that edge off, so it give it a nice strong hold once I bolt it to the post. So you can see I've grazed that away, or sort of ground it away with the drill to make it nice and flush fitting. Look, temporary screw in there, and then I'll bolt that to the post, and then I'll bolt that to the cross member, giving it loads of support. So I need to get this long bolt through this timber and into the post to make this nice and strong. So first job is to make a flat surface like that for the bolt to sit in and for it to disappear into. Then the next job is to drill a pilot hole through deep enough because that screw was crossing with it. Means it was nice and straight. So now I can finish the pilot. So the pilot hole's done. Now all I need is to sink this in. So it's nice and tight and flush. That's nice and bolted and it's flush. It means we can filler that if we want to get rid of it. And then just to bolt the top section up there. So you can see the 45s are up. The first one's going to be bolted to the cross member, and then each one after that is going to have a 45 going each way. Look, from the post up to that side of the wall plate, from the post up to that side of the wall plate, and from the post up to that horizontal. Each bolted through the post at the bottom. So after a bit of jiggery pokery, we've got a setup on the end, and then the rest of them will have one each way and then one onto the horizontal member of the A-frame. So we've got 4 done, but because the posts, well, aren't square, upright or straight or flat, it's taken a little bit to get them to sit nicely on there. But a little bit of shaving of the post, like that one, and then it sits on nicely. So I'm just getting them up screwed at the moment, and then I'll bolt them like these ones to the post. But just a few more to go, down that side and then back up this side.
So I'm back here in the vegetable garden. The children are back at school now after Easter. It was so nice to have them home, but equally it's so nice to have a bit of downtime, and I've kind of neglected the vegetable garden the last week or so. So I'm going to do a bit of weeding, clearing kind of the borders of the patches, and I've still got loads of seeds, so I need to have a proper dig through here and see what else I want to plant out and what would be like a good time to plant out. And I've got quite a lot of flowers as well, so I'm going to have a dig through and a little potter, and yeah, I'm just feeling super relaxed, super grateful at the moment. The sun is out, the birds are singing, it's just amazing. I feel like me and Badger were just having a coffee, and I was like, we just feel so lucky at the moment. So yeah, time to potter. Down in a very hot polytunnel down here. I'm going to try and sort my tomatoes out because, well, to be honest, I'm not very happy how I planted them. I don't think I planted them deep enough or far enough apart. Anyway, so next year I will know. But at the moment they're all kind of falling down and falling on top of each other, so I'm going to try and string them up so they kind of grow upwards instead of down. I'll show you what I mean. So I've been holding them up with these little sticks all over, but can you see here, like these little guys, they need to be held up. So my idea is to wrap some string around here and kind of hold them up and tie them up there, and hopefully, see, they just fall down. Yeah, I don't think I planted them deep enough, to be honest. But hopefully they will, yeah, kind of start growing upwards. So there, I think you can see what I've done. I've kind of wined wound the string round it, the twine round it, and hooked it over there. So I'm hoping that will give it a bit of strength. Not sure if this is the right thing to do, but hopefully it will work. There we go, so I've tied most of them up now. The ones that I think needed it, some are a bit small still. So I'm hoping that will help them a little bit. So we're on our way down to the terrace where the bees are. Yesterday we walked past and Badger noticed some activity, so that's what I showed you earlier, but we just need to go down and check if they're actually
Hive of activity.
if they're actually bringing pollen into the beehive. Apparently we can see the little sacs on their legs if they're bringing it in, which is a really good sign because
got yellow leggings on.
yeah, and apparently that's a really good sign because that means they're bringing
still
it
there.
in to feed the queen and feed the larvae. Or the other option is they're coming in stealing the old honey, but that is also good news because it means that that hive is now on their radar apparently.
Yeah, and then if they think it's a good idea, they'll move there.
Yeah, they'll put a queen in there. So let's go down and just see if we can get a little bit closer. So we're right down at the hives now. But we haven't got our bee suits yet, so we don't know how close we can actually get to them.
I don't know how angry they'll be just being there.
There's still loads there though.
Still going in and out, whether
Let's
they're
go-
bringing
I'll see if
stuff
we
in
can
or
get a
whether they're
bit
stealing
closer.
it.
They're definitely going in. But I can't see if they've got little yellow pollen on. Oh, coming back out. I just sneaked super close and put Badger's phone there. You see it on top? So hopefully we'll be able to see if they're bringing pollen in.
Child, innocent as starlight, veil spread against the moon, seed planted with intention, faith struggling with roots.
So from what we can see, it doesn't look like they've got anything on their legs yet, any pollen, but I'm a bit cautious to go too close, so we haven't had a proper look, have we?
No.
But I think we need to get a bee suit so we can go super close and have a look. But I'm going to leave them for a day or so.
Yeah, see what happens. They're not going to do too much in one day, are they?
Yeah. So leave them for a day or so and see if they're kind of, I don't know, setting up their hive. But I'm going to keep coming back to check them. So exciting.
Good morning. So, the time had come for a lawnmower. Yes! Me and Bidgix have been out and got one, and now we've got to build. So, as you can see in the background, that's what we got. Here she is. Where did we go this morning?
We go to the shop to get lawnmower
A lawnmower. What's it for?
to cut the grass.
Yeah, so, should we build it?
Yeah.
Come on then, let's go build it. Right then, we are fueled up on pizza, aren't we?
Yes.
And we are ready to build the lawnmower. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go build it.
Yeah.
Lucy, what have you found in the veggie garden?
I found wild strawberries here, and Mummy found some strawberries on this path.
Look, come show everyone the strawberries.
Look.
Down there. Look, these are the wild ones. Which are growing. Oh my gosh, look at them, Trixie!
They're red. Can I pick this one?
Wait, yeah.
Mmm.
Are they good?
Mmm.
Are they super sweet?
Mmm. Mmm.
Really good? Look.
More red ones. Look at this one.
Okay, careful, don't pick the ones that aren't red, okay?
Yeah, this one's nearly red. We have to tell Wolfie and Betsy.
Oh, there's one.
We have to tell. It's not red. Look.
Yeah, that'll be okay, that one. There's a Mr. Slug there trying to eat them. So these strawberries are wild ones.
Yeah.
And they just grow. Look at this one. Look how many there's on that plant.
Yeah.
So we have to look after it.
Oh.
Do you want the strawberries, Crumbs?
He wants them. Mummy, can we get the slug out of our beautiful wild strawberries?
Yeah, should we try and move him? Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Sluggy.
We have to find a bramble to move in. What's it?
Right, I'm off down to the bee terrace to check the honeybees. So last time we checked, we put the camera to see if we could see if any of them carrying the pollen in on their legs, and apparently that's a really good sign, like I said earlier, because it means they're feeding the queen and feeding the larvae. So I'm going to see if I can sneak my phone on top of the hive and yeah, see if they're bringing pollen in. So fingers crossed. Right, on my way down to the beehive, I thought I'd just quickly show you this. My lovely 4-year-old, who is actually very good with plants, decided it would be a very good idea to snap all my branches off my magnolia tree. So we gaffer taped them back on in hope that they would regrow. And good news, oh, focus, we've got a little leaf. So we gaffer taped them back on about 10 days ago. So I think this is good news. She might survive. Anyway, I digress. Let's go down to the bees.
Garden, feet firm on changing ground. Scars, echoes for tomorrow. Love circling around. Thoughts lost in the flowers, tales washed away in waves. Storm, beautiful in power. I remember what you gave. Sky whispering like heaven, dreams shouting from the past.
So I've just had a look back at the video of the bees on going in and out of the beehive, and I think I'm going to try and slow it down in a minute on the computer, but I think I can see quite a few of them going in and out with pollen on their legs, which is such a good sign. So I'm really hoping there is a queen bee in there. So fingers crossed. I'm going to call my friends and see what they think, but it's looking good and they're still really busy in and out, so I think it's all good signs. So you know my arch that I was very pleased with? The idea was to have beans kind of going up all the poles and we'd walk through a bean entrance. Well, I think I've got my labels mixed up And these little guys look like they're dwarf beans and they're not climbing at all. I think it was a massive rookie error. And over here, it looks like these little guys are climbers, but they've got nothing to climb up. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'll be coming down. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're definitely climbers. Look at that. Can you see it? Oh, yeah, that's a climber. So yeah, I think I've got my labels mixed up. So these guys need supporting now. And we're gonna have a very naked arch over there. Anyway, we live and learn. And there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, we got quite a lot done this week actually. The bees, I'm just so happy. I feel like I've got new children. The roof, and yeah, back down in the vegetable garden. It was so nice actually. A really kind of nice, mellow, but catching up on jobs week. It was Betsy's birthday on Thursday, which was very exciting. So today I am hosting a birthday party for 10 8-year-olds, so wish me luck. Anyway, hope you all have a great Sunday and we'll see you next week. Bye!